Hello and welcome back to another episode of Battlefield 1943 The Forgotten Series, a series where I show clips from matches that didn't end up in my main Let's Play series, so they will not be forgotten. In this episode, I'm going to show a match that was recorded back in July of 2023, and that would have been the 326th episode in the series. This was a match that was pretty quiet, with very few players. Now, I recorded this match early in the morning before work on a weekday, so that is probably why there were not a lot of players. In Battlefield 1943, I could usually log in at almost any time at any day and find lobbies with enough players to get a good fight going. And even if there weren't a lot of players to begin with, it would usually just take a match or two for the lobby to start filling up. Another thing that could result in lobbies with small player count was if the game decided to put new players logging in into other ongoing matches instead of your match or your session. So when players playing with you in your session were done playing and quit the game, they wouldn't be replaced with new players, so that the lobby would just get emptier and emptier. That was probably what happened in episode 305, where I ended up totally alone at one point in the match. They still have play. Okay then. Not much to do now. Let's see, score. Yeah, okay, it's me. Everyone run off. It's me all alone. Okay, let's find another game. Now, why would the game do that? Why would it put players into other matches, leaving me totally alone? I actually had a discussion with Setup on Discord, or Mr.249 as he's called on that platform, about this topic, where we discussed the servers and how matchmaking worked in this game. Now, Setup has a lot of knowledge of the servers and how they worked, or more specifically the PlayStation 3 servers, as it was harder to get information about the Xbox servers, but I think we could assume that they worked in similar fashion. And he had a hypothesis of how matchmaking worked that could explain what happened in episode 305. Of course, one caveat is that this being a hypothesis, it do involve some educated guesswork, but it seemed like a plausible explanation to me. If you ever played Battlefield 1943, you would notice pretty quickly that the game did not have any form of server browser or options to choose which region you want to play on. You just hit quick match and the game would put you into a lobby. The game would now have a couple of options of how to find you a match. The game could just put you in a match on a server in your region, or the game could try to find a match with an already nicely filled lobby and just put you into that match, independent of if that match was on a server in your region or not. And Setup's hypothesis, based on his knowledge about the servers, was that the game would prioritize putting you in a match with a decent amount of players over putting you on a server in your own region. And I actually really like that, as that would make it so that you would play with players from all over the world. I played with players from the UK, Germany, France, the US, Mexico, New Zealand, Japan, and so on. You have players like Coyote X1, who I think is based in Japan, Engelhazer based in New Zealand, Kalika 1967 based in the US, and so on, that I really enjoyed playing with, but that I probably wouldn't have been able to play with if the game locked you to your own region. Now, I would guess that the game would probably try to find you a decent lobby as close to home as possible, as it is beneficial to play on a server in your own region. Playing on a server in a region far from your own can result in rubber banding or laggy gameplay, which can be quite frustrating. What's happening? I can't run. Okay. Okay, what's happening? Oh, come on. Oh, what's happening? Some lag or something? Okay, let's see. Okay, what's happening? Can we get in a plane? What's happening? What's happening? I'm standing still. What's happening? Yeah, we got one. Okay, there's some rubber banding going on. Oh no, that's not good. Come on, where can they... Okay, what happened to my plane? Why am I all of a sudden way out here? That was some strange bug. We will just have to... go... Okay, what happened there? Some strange lag. and I will just go and take a few flags back. What happened now? What's that? What's with the servers today? My guess about what happened in episode 305 is that I was probably on a server on a region different from where most players at that time of that day were playing on. There are not a lot of players in this match from the get-go, so when new players from a different region started playing around the same time, maybe the game decided to put those on a server in their region instead of placing them in the match with me. And as more players logged in, the game would see that their match had a nicely filled lobby, so it will prioritize putting new players into that lobby, leaving me totally alone, all by myself. However, while I was playing during that last year of Battlefield 1943 on Xbox, I actually didn't encounter that many problems related to the servers or related to the matchmaking. There were probably enough people playing so that I would get into a server that worked well for my region most of the time. I can't speak for other people who played from other regions, but for me it was mostly without problems. Now, if I were to guess, I would think that PlayStation 3 players probably had it a bit worse. I think it's safe to say that PlayStation 3 had fewer players than Xbox. Since Xbox had backwards compatibility, you could play Battlefield 1943 on Xbox 360, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. That meant that if you had any Xbox since 360, you could play 1943, which many did. But on PlayStation, you were limited to only PlayStation 3. So if you had moved on to PlayStation 4 or 5, you were out of luck. And with fewer players, the chance of having to play on a server far from your region was pretty high. And in October of 2023, it got really bad for PlayStation 3 players, as it had only a single active server, located in Tokyo, Japan. And as one player said on the Battlefield 1943 Discord, now everyone on PS3 is lagging. But here's the thing, while there was only that single server active, servers in other regions were actually still running, but the only one with a joinable match was that one in Tokyo. So that even with servers in other regions still technically running, every player got put into that Tokyo server. And it looks like this stayed the only active server for a long time. Now, did it stay the only active server until the very end on PlayStation 3? Well, who knows? Hopefully enough players joined towards the end that more servers would fire up, so that players from all regions could have a fun experience in those last days of Battlefield 1943. But let's get to the match that I'm going to show you today. Here are a few clips from what would have been the 326th episode in the main series. I hope you enjoy. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Battlefield 1943. Today we are playing on Iwo Jima. And we are the Americans. Oh, and the match is not going very well. Are there players here? Nope. Okay, we have one additional guy now. Oh, he's so quiet. Well, let's just capture some flags. Oh, my aim. This guy is coming over here. There we go. No, it's so bad. Yeah, they're capturing back now. Hello there. Let's damage this. Let me see. I try to back into this thing. Like this. Yeah, my buddy took the tank. Then it's a bit, yeah, that's not so good that I damaged it. Okay, hello there. Oh, and we have 3 tanks. How many players now? Okay, it's filling up. Capture this flag on me. Hello there. Why are you shooting at me with the machine gun? What were they thinking? Okay, so it's in here. Is that a good... Why are you shooting at me with the machine gun? Let's see. Can we get him? Can we get a shot in there? Okay, there was a guy. Oh, hello there. Oh, it's a sniper. Should be. Ow! I was about to say I should be careful. There we go. I really don't want to take this flag. I want them to spawn here. Like this. Ooh, that's a bit scary. Oh, come on, don't take the flag. Oh yeah, let's go here. If you can get that guy. Let's go the back route. Yeah, because this is where he will go. And let's capture it back. I only need one flag. I can't allow them to have any more. Could I see a guy? Yes, I can. Okay, he's inside the bunker. Fernando. Yeah, he jumped out. I can't. Yeah, there he is. Oh, wait. Yeah, we got him. It's very nice. Unfortunately, I lost my plane. Oh well. One guy left. Got second place. With 9 kills and 1 death. Well, it was a bit of a quiet match there. But that will be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.